So I was actually going to take my wee Honda Jazz, this wee Honda Meet this morning, but it has decided to have a seized brake caliper. So the Toyota, you're up. Right, so a complete change of plan. I did leave the house this morning intending on going to the Honda Meet at Junction 1, which I did, but there was about 13 cars there. They were all sort of parked very close to other and top of each other. I knew I was never going to really make a video about it. So, change of plan, I decided the Ford's on today at Portrush, so I'll go and have a wee look at them. And yes, it's a lovely day. And it's a shame, just driving around Portrush trying to get parked there, there's hundreds of Hondas, FK8s, FN2s and stuff that are S2000s and stuff that I've seen parked around Portrush today. It's a pity they couldn't have went down, supported that Honda Meet in Junction 1 and then maybe came for the day in the port afterwards. As far as car show venues goes here in Northern Ireland, I have to say this one here that the Ford guys come to is probably one of the best in the country. Just, how can you beat that view on a nice day? Looking out over the restaurant here in Portrush. Absolutely gorgeous, and it's a lovely day. And like again, I haven't even walked up over into the Fords, but they're there in their hundreds. So yeah, the Ford guys, you have to give them credit. They support their scene, and whenever there's a meet on, they come to it in hundreds. Sometimes I criticise the Ford guys for not trying to be original, but look at that there. The HAS wheels, I thought they were advanced from a distance. And the 4-door too, and the red leather. The OMP steering wheel. A nice one too, sort of the wood. That's a nice wheel, I like that. I'll sit in my van. Euro Teflon winner. Huh. I think that's maybe an English shoe. So I think it's going to be impossible just to video everything here, but I'll try and video a few standouts. The cars like that grab my attention and I like. Again, yes, there's going to be loads of wee like ST Focuses and stuff like that here, but sort of because they all look the same, there's no point in me filming every single one of them. So yeah, I'll try and concentrate on the standout cars, the ones that catches my attention for whatever reason. We've got a wee Ford console here. I think it's absolutely gorgeous and stunning. Love the colour and love the great condition. Don't be camera shy. Lovely car, and I credit to the owner. Again, that's something that's grabbing my attention. But you don't see too many of these. Look at that. No, that's a Ford. That's a nice Ford. Look at that there. The inside of it's like new. That's a lovely car. Again, forgive me if there's a wee bit of wind here. Again, I didn't bring my Rode microphone. I wasn't intending on coming here today. I was just going to see Hondas in the Junction 1, but that didn't happen. This wee Fiesta, that's a deadly colour.
They're a good crowd today. Look,
Deadly colour, and a nice set of
it's loaded.
TSW rums.
No, it's hungover. I knew it was something.
It's maybe Evo Wars or something like that you call them, but
So plenty of people are putting dosh into your bucket.
that's a lovely colour. Like the camera's maybe not getting it there. Maybe
lots
but
of notes.
it's like a turquoise. It's like a turquoise blue.
Guys, keep up the good work.
That's a lovely wee car. Nice, and something completely different here. No, I get it. Or some people like that. The wrap look. Personally, I like the shiny look, but each to their own. I know the Ford guys always going to appreciate a nice Escort Causeway. Definitely a very clean engine bay. I'm trying my best to find these standout cars, but yes, there is a lot of very just standard issue. And although yes, they're nice cars, but yes, they all look the same. So there's no point in me filming 20 ST Focuses there would look the same. There's a small thing there. There's one there with a different set of wheels is catching my eye. Lovely car there.
Camworks.
A lot of the Ford guys are
This is the smiling face of Camworks.
crazy about the spot lamps in the front,
Who is the
but
person in charge?
I think that's very clean looking there, just without them.
Excuse me. We'll chat to the
Sorry.
boss. Your name is?
With a commentator there,
So you are the smile behind Camworks. What exactly is
I
Camworks?
can't really do much of my own commentary. Plus, when he plays music, it's commercial, so I have to blot that out, just so I don't get copyrighted.
Tire dressing. What tire slip? Oh, you see. Oh, where the folk find you?
Very nice wee Escort there for sale.
And are you online as well? Yes, we're online. So
Looks in fairly good condition.
Don't lie. What's that on today?
I like the colour of it. For video purposes, it's a wee bit better if the cars are a wee bit better spaced apart.
My goodness.
I can't really get up the side of that car and video the side of it.
And glass worktops.
But I'll do what I can.
Ford, you can imagine.
There's a wee Ford Escort. Very stock looking and all, but it's cool, it's nice. It's clean looking. Again, it's not covered in the usual spot lamps and stuff. And it's a genuine nice wee car. The Mark II RS, yep, fantastic car and all, but again, the same. It's got wee extras, side skirt add-ons there, but there's no point in me filming those over and over again. That's supposed to be the Capri Club in here, obviously. Oh, you take a look on around that. There's a chancy character there. I said I wanted to find standout cars, something a little bit different. Check that out. Oh, holy cow. Just to get taken in there, the arches of those. And the headlights and all, that's damn cool. Again, it's different and it's original. Nice tidy interior and all on it there too. That there's nice to see. Nice to see. It's a nice car. It's done well. And something different. Check out the bonnet on it. I'm not too sure that middle bulge now, but maybe it looks alright when the bonnet's down. I like the arches. I like that wee graphics on the side of it. Series X. I don't know, is that a Ford thing? The Series X. They even got an extra wheel on there in the back. Right. There's a comment section of this video. Ford guys, if you would like to educate me and tell me what this body kit is, what those headlights are out of. Are those headlights made supposed to be there, or are they from a Manta or something different and made fit, and that front bumper and stuff too? Sort of just a wee point in the middle of it, sort of like an old Chevette sort of style. Is it something like that was brought across, or is this a kit that's made for the car? Do you see the old Renault Espace front splitter? Definitely a very interesting car. So yeah, there's a comment section on the video. If you want to drop a few comments and educate me on what that body kit is. I've just spied a car that I've been looking out for. This car passed me one day on the road home from Ballymena, and I thought it looked absolutely fantastic on the road, and so I'm finally getting to see it here. Oh, static, stopped.
Yeah, and 7 or 8.
I mean, I think that's absolutely outstanding. me, I think that wee Focus there is a standout car, just something different, something you don't usually see in the Ford scene. Fully wrapped in a custom colour, airbag suspension. I think it looks really, really well, and it's unique, it's different, it stands out. It stands out because it's one of a kind. And I'm not seeing another one here that looks the same. And for me, as an enthusiast, that's what I like. I like to always have my car unique to me. And when I look at it, I know it's my car. It's not like anybody else's. So if I just pack a Ford Focus in here, I love that one. That's something different. You don't always see these Mondeos getting any love for some reason, and they're a brilliant car. They're a great driving car on the road. I find out with a lot of the classic Ford guys, whenever I ask them what they drive as a daily, they'll say a BMW or an Audi or something German. Well, what's wrong with the Mondeos? What would be wrong with that for an everyday car? I think it looks very nice. This must be a bit of a Mondeo grip. Not many of them left now. That's the V6. So that's a slim model too. Hard to get. Yeah, I don't know if that's out of an ST bumper or something like that. Maybe a bit of custom work done there. Nice enough looking wee one there too. This wee Fiesta, that's good potential. I can see it's work in progress. He's deleted his wiper and he hasn't got that bit lid sprayed yet, so I can see it's work in progress, but it's got potential. Very clean looking RS Turbo. Something about the old cars, you can nearly smell them. Ford Cougar. That's a car that doesn't get appreciated enough. I think that's a nice shape of a car. It's another one of them cars like the Ford Probe. I think Ford made a huge mistake by not making it back wheel drive. I think if those had been back wheel drive on the Ford Probe, they'd have been very, very collectible now. But there's lovely there. Is that a Zephyr or something? That's a console. Sorry, that's before my time. But I know it's nice. I love the lines of them old cars and like the old fins, the big fins and stuff in the back of them. I know that now. That's the Cortina, the Lotus.
drivers who are collecting today, make sure that you fill their buckets if you can.
At the start of this video I was saying I was looking for the standout cars, and this is a standout car. This is the sort of thing I'm talking about, the sort of thing I want to see. get yourself on video. As ever, thank you very much everyone for taking the time to watch the video, and I hope that there's been something there in the video that you've enjoyed seeing. Yes, I'm a guy that's I'm into the modified cars, and I like seeing the cars which had that wee sort of like personal touch put to them, and yes, I do like the Mark II Focus RS, but yes, if I had one, if I was lucky enough to have one, because I do like them, yes, there'll be a sort of a certain way I would do it. Rotiform 6, that's a great looking wheel. as you can see, sits the car. But yeah, and as you can see there, by the end of the video, yes, my wee boys was very happy that I made that decision to not hang around in Junction 1 with the Hondas and to move on to Portrush. But for me, yes, the Ford show was fantastic, and all them Ford cars were fantastic. But I do really like Hondas, and like yeah, I've got like nice models of those too. When I got there, yes, there was only like maybe about 12 or 13 cars or something like that, and I sort of knew, yeah, a bright sunny day, and I thought, yeah, I'll take the family to Portrush instead. I'll see the Fords, and I knew the Fords was going to put on a good show, and there'll be plenty to see. And one of the YouTube channels I do watch quite a lot of is a channel called The Chronicles, and that channel is a channel that is 95% Honda content. It's a guy based in USA, America, and he does travel back and forth to Japan now and again, and he does cover a lot of Honda content. And I sort of wish I could get that Honda scene here, but if you ever seen any of his videos, you could sort of get sort of my inspiration for making these types of videos here, because where he gets to show the sort of the car scene of America and of Japan, I'm trying to let the rest of the world see the car scene of Northern Ireland. And yes, NI is a small country and all, but we've got a lot of great, fantastic cars. I think that we Ford, the Ford Transit, the wee red one, what I maybe showed there in the video, I think he did win the best commercial off the show, and that was well deserved. Like I talked to that guy for 5 or 10 minutes, and when he showed me through that, I maybe showed you there in the video the wee portfolio he had off that, the build of that took years and time, and the money and the effort and all went into rebuilding that, and amazing. So well deserved. Top praise to that man. Also, I maybe mentioned the commentator there at the show. The commentator done a fantastic job, and I understand he's there to entertain the crowd, and and he did. He interacts with the people that was there, and he gets a bit of crack going, and he plays good music. I was enjoying some of the 80s tunes he was playing, but unfortunately, after a lot of through the video there, I have to just blot out the sound and just play my own music, because if I play that over the video, if I allow that in the background, the video's probably going to get copyrighted and get removed from YouTube. So it will be completely pointless in me uploading a video with commercial music playing in the background, because there's more than likely the video will get removed. One wee tiny suggestion I would maybe put there for maybe the show organisers. The show organisers done a fantastic job, and how that show's put on and presented and looked after, and fantastic. The only thing I would maybe say, maybe it wouldn't be paid attention to, but it would be worth a go anyway. I would like, and other shows too, but there would be a few signs up here and there: look but do not touch. And I've seen it all day there on Sunday, where those people, they were coming around and looking around the car. Oh, isn't that lovely? And why was that necessary to rub the car to confirm that the car was lovely? And I maybe spoke about your man's the wee transit pickup thing, and loads of the cars there, that wee Escort Mark II Escort van thing would have pointed out there in the video. As well, the guy spent maybe 4 or 5 years rebuilding that there and putting it into that condition what it's in today. Those aren't just cars there. They're somebody's work and years of work and effort and money and time and all what's been put into them vehicles. And yes, you can't just go and rub around them and touch around them, and you sort of have to respect them for what their prized possessions. And it's the same when you're at any car show. Yes, look at the cars, but don't touch them. I also have seen, since I was there, and I knew this would happen, like I've seen a few people's photographs on social media, off the show, and there's vehicles what I completely missed. I didn't even see them there, but just I've looked at something, I've missed something. There was a wee blue Escort van. I seen a photo of it, a lovely looking wee thing, and I completely missed it. Didn't see it, and I'm sure there's loads of cars like that there, and that's what I said about trying to pick out cars that stand out to me, cars that I've seen that wee bit of a personal touch on, that wasn't just the factory vehicle, because there's no point for me showcasing a video of factory vehicles, because everybody knows what those factory vehicles look like already. That's like a standard ST Focus. That's everybody knows what a standard ST Focus is like. So just to try and get that across. I'm not saying I don't like standard ST Focuses, but it's not necessary to film them. I hope that's coming across all right. But I think maybe with the Ford scene over here, it's been around a lot longer. It's been around compared to the Honda scene. For example, the Ford guys, a lot of those guys were elderly, and some of the cars, yes, from the 60s and 70s and beyond, 50s, when those cars were here at a time where the Hondas didn't really get popular here the late 80s and 90s. So you never know. Maybe in 20, 30 years time, maybe I wish we could have a Honda fair and have Preludes and CRXs and I'm a wee Honda Jazz and Accords and NSXs. But I do know of several. I know of CRXs that are hiding around the country, and they've been hiding in sheds for 10 years. That's going to take guys to get them finished and get them eventually built. But maybe somewhere in the future, maybe the Ford the Honda scene could resemble what the Ford scene is today. As a thing, I do notice with the Ford scene, is there more passion in the classic cars. The Mark IIs and the Mark I's and Escorts and stuff like that, and you really do see the owner's passion in them cars. If I can explain that correctly, but just when you look around the cars, you know there's a bit of heart and soul put into them. Apologies, I maybe talked a bit too much there. I have a habit of rambling, but yeah. Thank you very much for watching, and these wee videos I just make them as a hobby, and I'm not making any money from them. I'm not asking anybody for any money. The only thing I would maybe ask for is that you consider hitting subscribe, and that doesn't cost you any money, and just support me. And there's a couple of wee shows that I've got lined up, maybe what I'm planning to attend, weather permitting and stuff like that. Is on the 23rd of June there is in Richhill at the Presbyterian Church. There's a wee car event, and I did attend that last year, and it was a very enjoyable evening, and it was a lovely mix of cars of all descriptions, and I really like that, because I'm not a man that's dedicated to one brand. I like all cars of all years, as long as it's nice and I can see what it's. It's a nice car, and I am for it. And then there's the 3rd of July. There's the one in Killyman show. I think it's at Tanamore roundabout or near it. I'll put up a wee picture there just to as well. And then the big Toyota. It's got a space for the Japanese car show at the docks and at the Titanic quarters, and that's on the 23rd of July. I hope I'm saying that right. But also there's another wee one here. I'll maybe put in a photo of that in case you can't see it right. I got handed this last weekend at the BMW meet by a couple that very nice people they were, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to make this one, but if you can, yeah, it'll be worth checking out. It says that it's for pre-entry only, for show vehicles, and it's £8, and it's in Armagh City. And they're saying that there's a shambles market with this face painting and free balloons and stuff for kids. It says it was open to modern, retro, classic, road, vintage, modified, all welcome. That sounds like my sort of event, but it's only, yes, 3 days after the event in Rich Hill. I'm just not sure if I'm going to be fit to run up and down there twice in the 1 week, for I do work a lot. And I'm taking time off work to go to that one in Rich Hill, so I'll probably, more than likely, will have to be making up my hours. So I'd be doubtful that I'd make it to that one, but it sounds like it could be an event worth going to. And I did speak to the people there last weekend, and it sounds like they're putting a bit of effort into that event, so it might be worth checking out. But again, thank you very much for watching, and yeah, I don't know. I'll see you when I see you. And goodbye.